Good afternoon, RAIS. How are you all doing today? All right, I can't get this button on the shirt. I'm too fat. All right, let's get started with this speech. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt me. How often have we heard this phrase? How much truth lies in it? And how can the management of words be a spark for a change? Although words seem harmless at first, they hold power beyond what's usually conceptualized of them. Oh, here's an interesting fact. Did you know that nowadays the leading cause for lung cancer isn't smoking anymore? It's pollution. Scary, isn't it? When you go out in the morning, you get on the car, you open the window and you see the black dust? Yikes. But really, is that true? I see Ms. Das wondering what I'm saying. By changing a single digit, most of you believed me momentarily, or even question your general knowledge, even when you know deep down that the information I hold isn't true. Some of you may have even taken this as an excuse to start smoking. Well, we as humans have this unique attribute where we tend to believe in the information presented by a speaker more truthfully than we would in the information we possess preemptively. This unique attribute of ours has been a catalyst to multiple revolutions in the past. It has addressed societal issues, protected people from harm. It has ended wars. But at the same time, where wars have ended, sparks for hatred, anger, and enmity have also been risen up. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in a spark for change. A change for me, a change for us, to uplift verbal discretion as an utmost priority. In the age where a man's word is his greatest weapon, in the age where social and information media are so predominant, in the age where we choose our leaders based on what they say, it really does become important as to how we choose to portray our controversial thoughts. Thoughts that may invoke major change, thoughts that may affect the lives of millions of people all around the world. Thoughts such as, what kind of bread are you? This does lead us to a question. Can the words we use be a gateway to destruction or a means to peace? See, it's a mix of both. Words spoken by the right person at the right time can invoke changes, major changes, for the better. Martin Luther King Jr. was a revolutionary to the African American public at a time of oppression and segregation. His words in his speech, "I have a dream," were taken as an encouragement to those under oppression, and it acted as a wake-up call to those who supported segregation. With his words, he led the change he wanted to see in his country, of a revolution for not only the United States, but for people all around the world. A change he did start with a few words. But not everyone uses this power for good. Former Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin was also a visionary. He convinced the people with his speech in Moscow in the early 1920s that the USSR would be a nation above all others. Prosperity would reign. Wealth would be of every man. And one country would rule above all. An alias, a facade, Stalin had mastered the art of using his words to manipulate his people, to do his biddings, simply on the motion of serving the fatherland. Lives, 34 million lives, were tainted by the visions of one man because the words that he could have used for revolutionary change became the spark for bloodshed. So how do we harness this power? Well, it's been taught to us time after time, after every heated argument and after every falling out that ever occurred. Think before you speak. To think before inciting negative comments on someone can save them from sorrow. To think before expressing anger at loved ones can save you from separation. To think before letting out harsh words can save someone from shedding tears. To simply think could possibly save someone's life. E.D. Nixon once said, "Your spark can become a flame and change everything." It is with hope, it is with faith, it is with conviction in humanity that I wish to be the flame, the spark for change, to create a better world, not only for my children, but for everyone around the world, as Martin Luther King Jr. once did. To create a world where borders, hate, enmity would cease to exist sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, you see, it's not that hard to achieve. See, changes that revolutionize revolve around small steps. Do we want to improve ourselves from yesterday's transgressions? Or do we blunder on tomorrow with a false sense of purpose? Do we uplift those around us, speak kindly to those who are down, and to spread love throughout our communities, to incite good change, to be the catalyst of positivity, to be the Martin Luther King Jr.'s of our time? Or do you want to continue in your ways of anger, hatred, and enmity? Well, it's simple. It is up to you and I to decide. Because we, the youth, have the power to create or destroy simply by the movement of breath. So everyone, repeat after me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but my words will always be a spark for positive change. Thank you.